Arg, me mateys, and welcome to yet another review. And actually, this will be the final reviews of 2013 for this channel, at least. I want to say the final video because I don't know what to do for a final video of the year. I mean, think about it. Today is the 29th, so I got 2.5 days to think of one more video to do. So, speaking of last videos, this will be the official last reviews I do for 2013, and it's going to be big, it's going to be long, and it's going to be boring. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Now, the reason why I did the pirate voice in the middle or in the beginning of the video is because first game we're going to review is Assassin's Creed 4. Now, I have not played the full story, but I have gotten far enough, like sequence 6 far. I'm not sure how far that is in the game. It's probably pretty far. I'd say I'm not even halfway there. But the game is supposed to be like super long, like one of the longest Assassin's Creed games ever made, and basically one of the biggest Assassin's Creed games ever made because it involves the Caribbean. I mean, I've always wanted to venture to that specific time period where with the pirates and the Caribbean. You know, you've seen the movies, but this is supposedly in real life terms. Like, this is actually what happened according to Assassin's Creed. So far, you're looking for this observatory, and that's all that whoopie-frickin'-do. I've yet to play multiplayer because I have the worst internet connection in the world. If you live in America, particularly down south, do not get Comcast. Unless you really like internet that is very slow. So, yeah. Assassin's Creed 4, though. Fun. Very fun. It's fun to drive your ship around. It's fun to be a Templar 1 second, and then you're just a pirate, and you're kind of an assassin at the same time. I mean, which is it? Are you a Templar, are you an assassin, or are you somewhere between? I mean, Edward Kenway is supposed to be a pirate, and he's doing whatever for money, basically. And at the same time, looking for this observatory and all that. Going on the other side of Assassin's Creed, on the other side of the Animus, you are a person working on a movie called Assassin's Creed 4. Basically, the story is Desmond is dead, and you're doing all this crap with Sean and what's her face. So I just got done. I didn't get done. I already gave them the first video or whatever. So I'm not really sure what is going to happen. I mean, is the Assassins and the Templars still working or still fighting to do whatever? I mean, what happened to the world and what's going on? I have no idea what the hell is going on. Is Desmond going to return? No idea. No spoilers, please, or else I'll block you. So, other than that, Assassin's Creed to me is very fun, even though I didn't finish it. And until I finish it, I'm still going to give it a very good review because I like Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed 4 so far, because I am at sequence 6 or 7, whatever, 4 out of 6 stars. Moving on. Grand Theft Auto 4. No, I'm sorry. No. That game was reviewed many years ago by a lot of other people. A lot of people liked Grand Theft Auto 4. A lot of people didn't like Grand Theft Auto 4. My personal belief for Grand Theft Auto 4 is it has a good story, but the online is just way underrated. And I know it's very late for me to review Grand Theft Auto 4, but it gets a review anyways because I like the game. Overall, the story of Nico Bellic and Roman, depends on what you do, is quite interesting. You basically work for the mob, and basically you're part of the mob. You work for several, actually, I think you work for all the families that are in Liberty City. So that's Grand Theft Auto 4, and the story, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars, and the online, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 stars because really, it's just really underrated. It's fun to play sometimes, but it's just very, very, very underrated. Grand Theft Auto 5, though. Now we're getting somewhere. Grand Theft Auto 5 basically changed the way of free roam game. We have many times experienced huge free roam maps. Skyrim, Fallout, Oblivion. No, let's start over. Elder Scrolls, the Elder Scrolls series, the Fallout series, the Grand Theft Auto series, not before 5. Red Dead series. I'm not sure if the first one counts, but there was an older Red Dead before Red Dead Redemption. So the Red Dead series, L.A. Noire. We got Watch Dogs that's coming out, and the Assassin's Creed series. We've seen many, many maps that are huge, just completely huge. If you've ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you'd understand how big it is. It's just as big as Liberty City is, except it's just more more country. That's probably why it's as big as Liberty City is because of the country parts. Take Grand Theft Auto 5 and the city of Los Santos. You got Liberty City. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas fit into Los Santos in Grand Theft Auto 5. And that is just that. And that is, to me, a huge step. If you've ever played Red Dead Redemption, you know that takes a while to get around that map, the whole map. It'll literally take a whole Red Dead Redemption day to get from Blackwater or whatever to the other side of Mexico. Grand Theft Auto, though, it basically takes a whole Grand Theft Auto 5 day to go all the way around the map by car, depending on how fast you go. Actually, no. If you're traveling the interstate roads, it does take a full Grand Theft Auto 5 day to get around those roads. And depending on what time you start, I'm surprised it'd be noon by the time you get back to Los Santos after you leave. Now, I did create a track, because there is a creation, a race creator, all that fun stuff. I did create a track. It's supposed to be a one-lap track. Basically, it's the longest race course I've ever created. And it goes all the way around Blaine County. And it goes through Los Santos. And the race is called the Long One, and the description is all the way around the map. So, it takes a while, but it's really a good race. I had several very good races on that track. I won only 2 of those races, and the rest were like really close. They were like side by side, neck to neck, and I got first in 2 of the races, and I got second in three other races, and then I got dead last on one of the races because they kept crashing into me. So that really wasn't fair. The downside on Grand Theft Auto 5, though, right now, is the hacker problem. Now, there are some hacker problems also on the Xbox 360. Here's the problem. People are finding out ways to get money by cheating, or as everybody wants to call it, hacking, which that's what it is. It's hacking. Now, I have reported 5 to 6 people because they hacked. I had $8,000 with me, and after I left a server where there was a hacker, and after I reported the hacker, actually I didn't leave, I lost connection, but after I reported the hacker, I lost connection, and then when I joined a different server, I found that I had, like, nothing. Like, no money at all. So I reported the hacker again because he stole all my money. In a different server, I gained 500 million by just doing nothing. And that wasn't me. Somebody decided to give me 500 million. So I was like, I'll earn my own money. You don't need to give me money. So I reported him, and then I lost connection again. Again, I have like the world's most worst internet. So, huge hacker problem that Rockstar really, really, really needs to fix. Right now, I'm not a hacker. I don't hack. And I never have hacked in in any game, actually. I mean, I've wanted to figure out how it was all done in Modern Warfare 2, but that was it. I never really actually hacked. But, moving on. What Rockstar really needs to do to Grand Theft Auto 5 is they need to fix this hacking problem. They need to either moderate, like, the servers more, or have like dedicated servers where there's like one Rockstar admin, and if somebody does something stupid like put $900 million bounties on somebody, they get banned, and of course the bounty gets taken off or at least lowered to a decent level of cash. People are getting very desperate for money for some reason. I'm not sure if this is something that somebody made, or if this really is hacking, or if this is Rockstar just playing a prank, because we've seen no Twitter updates about the hacking situation. So that's the downside on Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. I've been staying off of Grand Theft Auto Online. One of the main reasons is because I have a very bad internet connection. Another good reason why I don't really like to play online is because people like to kill people because they think they have money. Or they just want to kill because it's fun to kill. Well, there's a special mode called passive mode where I think it's broken, but where it's supposed to put your player where he can't die when being shot at. Basically turns the friendly fire switch on or off or whatever happens. But anyways, every time I go into passive mode, I still get killed by either people running into me or people shooting at me. So they need to fix their passive mode. I'm not sure why it's either broken for me, or if it's broken for other people, or if it's just broken altogether. But I know that there are some people who says that when they turn on passive mode that they don't get killed when being shot at. But they can still run you over. They can still kill you. They need to fix that, like, really bad, because I don't want to keep on getting run over by losers and try to get to my car, my personal car, because I can't leave the server even when paused, because when I pause the game, the little pause and the flag things just show up. When you get killed, pause menu disappears and you have to respawn. Like, that's stupid. They need to fix that. There are several things they need to fix, and several things that just need to be worked out. And that's Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, the big one. Now, I want to say the big one, because to me, Call of Duty ended after Black Ops 2. But I will say, Call of Duty Ghosts had a fairly decent story. I did not like the cliffhanger at the end, though. It was too frustrating. But I guess they had to continue it some way, because it's Activision. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't really do anything. If you remember in Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, that should have just stayed like that. And then after World at War, Infinity War should have just ended with Modern Warfare 4 and started Call of Duty 5, because technically we're still off the numbers. So we really need to get back on the numbers. So technically, Call of Duty 5 is still in the future. But Call of Duty Ghosts, pretty decent. It was a fun story, and that's basically it. It was a fun story. It was not long, actually. It was quite short. a very, very easy story to understand, at least. There's space missions. There's 2 space missions that you get to do. And there's a whole bunch of other things that you can do. But other than that, Call of Duty Ghosts will get 4 out of 5 stars. The story, at least. Multiplayer, again, I'm not very big on multiplayer. But especially Call of Duty multiplayer, because basically what it is people with noob tubes, people knifing, and people hacking. So one of which did not happen in Call of Duty Ghosts. And I will say the noob tube part because you never know, people might start hacking in Ghosts. But there has been several knifings, and again, I have the worst internet in the world. So I really couldn't get any kills. But I did get the level 3. I don't know what that is. I think it's still private or private, whatever. It's level 3. And that's that. So multiplayer, because I have a bad connection, I'm still going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Because it's just not worth my time. I'm not big on Call of Duty anymore. Because Call of Duty to me ended at Black Ops 2. I mean, if Treyarch is making another Call of Duty game, because I think they're done with Call of Duty, I'm not sure. I haven't really heard anything. But ever since the Origins ending, I've officially I'm done with Call of Duty, unless Treyarch makes one more Call of Duty. And if they do make one more Call of Duty, it will probably be it'll still be one of the last Call of Duty games I'll buy because it's Treyarch and they'll still have zombies. And if they end zombies, that's when I stop Call of Duty. Because that's basically the only reason why I play Call of Duty is because the story and Treyarch's zombie mode. The extinction mode should have never happened on Call of Duty Ghosts. This extinction mode, you're basically copying the zombie mode for Treyarch, and I'm surprised Treyarch hasn't started suing anybody. But this extinction mode, it's wrong. It's stupid. There's no real challenge. It's easy to get through, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be some sort of challenge, and to me, it was very easy. And with all these aliens coming after me, it's just easy to knife them and kill them. It's not like zombies. There's no rounds. It's just basically you destroy this thing and you move on. You get any aliens on you, you knife them. That's it. They're dead. That's it. They're dead. Nothing else you can do. They're dead. So extinction mode needs to be taken out, or just don't even play it at all. Because I didn't like it. So extinction doesn't get any rating for me because it's just dumb. It's basically copying zombie mode from Treyarch. Now, what Activision needs to tell their other publishers is that they need to bring back their old Call of Duty fans, the people that actually enjoyed the stories, like the World War II stuff. that was one of the reasons why I played the game, was because of the World War II history, you know, that fun stuff. I didn't really play the first three Call of Duty games because, again, it was like a long time ago, and when I was a kid, I was not allowed to play rated M games until I was like 16. So, Activision, tell your publishers to bring back like World War II themed Call of Duty, because that's basically what brought the Call of Duty franchise to what it is today. And I don't like the fact that they're just basically going into the future. I don't like that. I mean, I want to be able to fight in World War One, maybe World War Two again. I don't know. Uh, I know in a World at War, there's it's like one of the greatest Call of Duty games I've ever played, because it's like super long and it basically takes two sides of the story, the Russian side and the American side. I mean, I want to be able to like, I don't know, play like all like find some stories, some stupid event, and just make a game out of it. Like D-Day. The real D-Day experience for me was, again, World at War, but that was like Americans, and they were basically invading the Japanese, whatchamacallit. So, really, if you're going to make any good video games on World War II, at least make it a good lesson for people. Just do something. Do something special. Because that's one of the reasons why I used to play Call of Duty, is because there's just those special moments where something big happens and you're involved somehow, and you have to do something to do whatever, and then you move on. And I like that. I like the idea that I want to do something else besides the main mission. I want to be able to like clear out something, or drive vehicles, and that's probably one of the big reasons why big reasons why Call of Duty fans went to Battlefield and became Battlefield fans, because you can drive vehicles in multiplayer. Well, you don't really need to drive vehicles in multiplayer, and you don't need to play multiplayer. So take out the multiplayer, or at least make a Call of Duty multiplayer app for both consoles, and do whatever from there. At least make the good games for the good people who still play story and zombies, of course, and put a multiplayer app, and for people who want to play the other maps from like the future Call of Duty games, they have to buy the multiplayer pack for it, or some kind of pack, and they got to do that. So that actually seems like a decent idea to do, and they should probably do that. So I passed my mark. I'm going to end it here in a minute. So I don't think I gave Grand Theft Auto 5 a rating, so I'm just going to go over everything. What was it? Assassin's Creed 4 was 5 out of 6 stars. Grand Theft Auto 4 was 4 out of 5 stars. Grand Theft Auto 5, 5 out of